There's a common misconception that in order to lose weight and get in shape, you need to diet and exercise. And whilst there's a modicum of truth to that, and it's definitely not bad advice, there's a better way to look at it. Let me show you. Over at the whiteboard here. So in terms of hierarchy of importance, if you will, when it comes to you getting in shape, you need to consider a few things. Now let's split this into 4 categories. Where most people, I believe personally, go wrong is they put too much focus on the thing that is very, very important. Of course it is, massively important. But there's a couple of things coming before diet. Now most people think, I can't get a handle on my diet, I eat too much shit. Or they even get the misconception that, and they say things like, oh, but I don't eat that much. But you're 3 stone overweight. But I don't eat that much. Yes, you fucking do. Otherwise you wouldn't be fat. It's as simple as that. So diet is important, but it actually, in my opinion, comes here on the hierarchy of importance. There's 2 things that I believe we need to be spending more time on when it comes to longer term results. Now, the way that the fitness industry and the majority of people's mindsets are conditioned these days is the other way around. They want quick results as fast as they can. We're conditioned for that. But long-term results, things that last, i.e. being in a healthy lifestyle and not just losing the weight, but actually keeping it off, is so much more important. So bear with me. Here's the truth as well. Every diet works. Which one can you stick to? Now, when it comes to diet, to losing weight and getting in shape, yes, you've got to look after your diet. There's no denying that. But also, what people don't remember is I'm going to call it movement. I'm not even going to call it exercise. And I suggest that you differentiate the two, because exercise is definitely movement. It's some of the best movement you can do. Structured exercise is fantastic. But outside of structured exercise, if you go to the gym for 30 minutes to an hour, 3 times a week, great. Fantastic, I applaud you. But what do you do the rest of the time? Do you sit at a desk all day? Do you drive to the shop? Do you drive to work? Do you lie down and we are conditioned to just lie down and sit down all day, every day, meaning we burn very little calories at rest. We're not improving our step count, which is massively important. 7,000 to 10,000 steps a day should ideally be a minimum for most people, because that will keep you healthy. But the way modern jobs and modern society is right now, we've got more delivery drivers than ever. We've got more sedentary desk jobs on a computer than ever before. So people are getting fatter, sicker, and more unhealthy, even if they go to the gym, because they're not understanding this movement aspect. Now, movement could be your steps. It could be just, walking that extra bit from the car park further to the shop. It could be, taking a bike to work. It could also be coming into structured exercise. It could be swimming, mountain climbing, kettlebells, weightlifting, body weight, running, whatever is your chosen choice of movement or exercise. But we forget about the stuff outside of structured exercise, which is massively important. Now, there's 2 areas which are overlooked as well. Well, the first one is what most people pay attention to, which is the least important, and that is supplements. Supplements account for 5%, I would say, of your overall result, 10% at an absolute maximum. Now, if you're severely deficient in a supplement like vitamin D or vitamin C, or something like, just some kind of vitamin or mineral, and you supplement with it, you are likely going to notice a good difference in that. But that's not going to determine whether you're fat or not. What's going to determine that is your calorific balance, i.e. eating less and moving more. But the reason why people lose the weight and put it back on again, or have this sort of yo-yo dieting phase, is because of the biggest thing that always goes overlooked. And that is the most important thing that people spend little time on, and that is mindset. That is the foundation, how your mind is set. Now, if your mind is set to, I lost 3 stone before, I'm going to do it again. Brilliant. But what after it? Oh, well, I just know how I did it last time, but how are you going to keep it up? This is where mindset comes in. People forget that the only way that you are going to lose weight, get in shape, and keep it up is down to how your mind is set. Now, I've been in the self-development world, the fitness world, for over a decade now, and I've seen a lot of different things. But at the foundation of every great success that is a long-term success, that is a continued success, that has their ups and downs, but doesn't sort of lose all this weight and find it again and go back and forth and up and down all the time, rather than it being like this, like fucking on a high during the summer and then shit in the winter, or vice versa. There's just this kind of steady up and down. If you were to look at a graph, like they're up and down, but they're not as extreme. Most people play the extreme game, don't they? They want it quick, they want it now, they get it, but then they lose it. Easy come, easy what? Easy go, right? But those who keep the result, who stay consistent. And that is the word of the day, the word of the year, the word of the decade, the word of the century, because that is the word that's going to help you through life. Consistency of things that are valuable for you and those around you. The ones that stay consistent are the ones who have the right mindset. Now, mindset is an ever-evolving thing because it questions your assumptions, your beliefs, your presumptions, your internal conflict dials, your big thing, ego. And that's the thing that most people can't get a handle on, is that ego. They want to be right. They don't want to look stupid. They don't want to feel inferior. They don't want to feel like a failure. And you know, at times when you're learning about you and the way your mind is set, you have to feel sometimes like a little bit of a failure, like a little bit of a letdown, like a little bit of, you don't know everything. And that hurts sometimes because your ego is always challenged every day from the moment you get up. Even the snooze button is testing your fucking ego, but yet we use it, right? Me included. But what we have to understand is that when it comes to getting in shape, this hierarchy of importance is one of the most important things that you can start to think about. Like I say, the fitness industry kind of has it the wrong way. They focus on the supplement that you need to burn fat, the next best thing that you need to inject into you or take as a pill or a potion or a powder or spend as a meal replacement because you haven't got time to cook. All the rest, it's supplement, supplement, supplement. Then the best diet. What's the best diet for this? Every diet works. Which one can you follow? The most important thing that you can focus on is getting this mind right. The next thing, getting movement in. Not just structured exercise. I'm a big advocate of that. That's what I do with my programs. But getting the other movement in, your steps up, getting your activity levels done, doing something active on a weekend rather than sitting on your arse and binging Netflix. Then looking into the diet side of things. Because the diet side of things is one of the hardest things to crack, but we spend so much time focusing on it, not getting it, that we end up saying, fuck it, why bother, let's order a takeaway. How long does that go on for? Many years we've said that, especially if you're in a relationship where you don't have the right amount of communication on what you're going to be eating, how you're going to be training, how you're going to live a healthy lifestyle as a family and a unit. The last thing is supplements. They're important. You shouldn't be ignored. Some people definitely need them. But if you consider this hierarchy that I've talked about, it will help you get into perspective how important the mindset really is when it comes to you being in shape for life and for a long, long time. Because I'm of a firm belief now, as I'm approaching 40, that I want to be healthy, fit, strong and active till the day I die, till I'm put in the ground. I'm recovering from a broken ankle, in case you haven't heard, at the minute, and I'm still getting a lot of pain from it. So I cannot do the things that I love to do at the rate I love to do them. My ego has been dramatically tested. However, I've still kept going with where I am, with what I've got, with what I can do. And you have to adopt that mindset of no matter what setback you get, no matter what hill you have to climb, no matter who has a bad opinion of you, no matter what goes on in your life, what shit throws your way, whether you're depressed or angry or frustrated or let down or disappointed or anxious or whether you're worried or overwhelmed, you do what you can do with where you are right now. And that's all down to mindset. That's not down to what you're physically capable of, what other people are saying or doing, what kind of work you've got on. It's not about that. It's about your mindset and how you're going to make it work. So this is where most people go wrong when it comes to getting in shape, is they don't think about how the mind is set. And at the foundation, it is the most important thing that you can invest in. It is the most important thing that you can put time and energy into. And guess what? It's the most important thing that you can put money into as well. Be it with courses, mentors, coaches, books, anything like that, in order for you to grow this mind and grow yourself. Because once this mind is set, guess what? There's nothing stronger than a made-up mind. And you know that. It's just time maybe for you to make up your mind about how you want to take your health moving forward, how you want to take your weight, how you want to take your fitness and your strength and your body shape as a consistent entity that is never going to leave you until you are in the ground. And maybe it's time today for you to make that decision and set your mind to a different caliber. I hope that this has been very useful. If it has, subscribe, like, share, comment under the post, and I'll see you on the next one. If you'd like to learn how to create outstanding levels of energy, motivation, and self-control, my second book, Supercharged, the modern day guide to doing exactly that, is out now.